Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nida Syafitri Ariani. Today I will answer the question of midterm test English phonology by Mr. Fitra. Okay, let's start now. 1. What are phonemes, syllables, stress, and intonation, and give some example of it. Okay. Phonemes is in any language we can identify a small number of regularly used sounds, vowel, and consonant. For example, the vowel in the word pin and pen are different phonemes, and so are the consonant at the beginning of the word pet and bat. Syllabus is the rest of course goes on to look at larger units of speech. For example, recycle 3 syllables, handphone 2 syllables, and many other. Stress is which could be roughly described as the relative strength of a syllable as an example of stress. Consider the difference between the pronunciation of contract as a noun, designate a contract, and contract as a verb. It started to contract. Intonation is the use of the pitch of the voice to convey meaning. A possible example of would be the different pitch movement on the word well, said as an exclamation and as a question. In the first case, the pitch will usually fall from high to low, while in the second it will rise low to high. 2. What are accent and dialect? Give 2 examples each. 1. Language have different accent. They are pronounced differently by people from different geographical places, from different social classes or different ages and different education backgrounds. For example, British English and American English. 2. We use the word dialect to refer to a variety of a language which is different from other, not just in pronunciation, but also in such matters as vocabulary, grammar, and word order. For example, British and Swedish. 3. What is RP? RP is received pronunciation, usually abbreviated to its initials RP, but this name is old-fashioned and misleading. The use of word received to mean accepted and approved is nowadays very rare, and word if used in that sense seems to imply that other accents would not be acceptable of approved of. 4. What is the articulator? Articulator is a way of pronunciation and sound produced through the esophagus and mouth. 5. What is articulator phonetic? We have a larger and complex set of muscles that can produce change in the shape of the vocal tract. And in order to learn how to the sound of speech are produced, it is necessary to become familiar with the different parts of the vocal tract. These different parts are called articulators, and the sound of them is called articulatory phonetic. 6. Explain the 7 articulators. Okay, 1. The pharynx is a tube which begins just above it is above 7 cm long in women and about 8 cm in men, and at its top and it is divided into two, one part being the back of the oral cavity and the other being the beginning of the way through the nasal cavity. If you look in your mirror with your mouth open, you can see the back of the pharynx. 2. The soft plate or volume is seen in the diagram in a position that allows air to pass through the nose and through the mouth. Yours is probably in that position now, but often in speech, it is raised so that air cannot escape through the nose. The other important thing about the soft plate is that it is one of the articulators that can be touched by tongue. When we make the sound k, g, the tongue is in contact with the lower side of the soft plate, and we call this velar consonant. 3. The hard plate is often called the roof of the mouth. You can feel its smooth, curved surface with your tongue. A consonant made with a tongue close to the hard plate is called palata. The sound in yes is palatal. 4. The alveolar ridge is between the top front teeth and the hard plate. You can feel its shape with your tongue. Its surface is really much rougher than it feels, and is covered with little ridges. You can only see this if you have a mirror small enough to go inside your mouth, such as those used by dentists. Sound made with the tongue touching her, such as t, d, n, are called alveolar. 5. The tongue is a very important articulator, and it can be moved into many different places and different shapes. It is usually to divide the tongue into different parts. Though there are no clear dividing lines within its structure, Fig 2 saw the tongue on a large scale with this part sound: tip, blade, front, back, and root. This use of the word front often seems rather strange at first. 6. The teeth, upper and lower, are usually shown in diagram like Fig 1, only at the front of the mouth, immediately behind the lips. This is for the sake of a simple diagram, and you should remember the most speakers have teeth to the side of their mouth. Back almost to the soft plate, the tongue is in contact with the upper side teeth for most speech sounds. Sound made with the tongue touching the front teeth, such as English, articulate dental. 7. The lips are important in speech. They can be pressed together when we produce the sound b, b, brought into contact with the teeth as in f, v, or rounded to produce the lip shape for vowel like oo. Sound in which the lips are in contact with each other are called bilabial. Will toss with lip to teeth contact are called labiodental. Okay. Seven. Explain the other three articulators. Firstly, the larynx, which will be studied in chapter 4, could also be described as an articulator, a very complex and independent one. Secondly, the jaws are sometimes called articulators in the same way as the others because they cannot themselves make contact with other articulators. Finally, although there is practically nothing active that we can do with the nose and nasal cavity when speaking, they are a very important part of our equipment for making sounds, which is sometimes called our vocal apparatus, particularly nasal consonants such as n. Again, we cannot really describe the nose and the nasal cavity as articulators in the same sense as I2 as 1 to 7 above. 8. What is the difference between vowel and consonant? If we say that the difference between vowel and consonants is a difference in the way that they are produced, there will inevitably be some cases of uncertainty of disagreement. This is a problem that cannot be avoided. 9. Explain what do open mind, close front, central back in quadrilateral mean. Cardinal vowel number 1 has the symbol E and is defined as the vowel which is as close and as front as it is possible to make a vowel without obstructing the flow of air enough to produce friction noise. Friction noise is the hissing sound that one hears in consonant like s or f. Cardinal vowel number 5 has the symbol O, and if definitely as the most open and back vowel that it is possible to make, cardinal vowel number 8 U is fully closed and back, and number 4 O is full open and front. After establishing this extreme point, it is possible to put in intermediate points, vowel number 2, 3, 6, and 7. When you are familiar with these extreme vowels, you have, as mentioned above, learned a way of describing, classifying, and comparing vowel. For example, we can say that the English vowels I, the vowel in cat, is not as open as cardinal vowel number 4 A. E, rounded, where the corners of the lips are brought toward each other and the lip passed forward. This is most clearly seen in cardinal vowel number 8 O. 2. Spread with the corner of the lips moved away from each other as for a whale. As for a smile, this is most clearly seen in cardinal vowel number 1, E. 3. Natural, where the lips are not noticeably rounded or spread. The noise most English people make when they are hesitating, right, has natural lip position. 10. Explain about lip shape and position. Although the lips can have many different shapes and positions, we will at this stage consider only 3 possibilities. There are 1. Rounded, where the corners of the lips are brought towards each other and the lip pushed forwards. This is most clearly seen in cardinal vowel number 8, U. Spread, with the corners of the lips moved away from each other. As for a smile, this is most clearly seen in cardinal vowel number 1, E. Natural, where the lips are not noticeably rounded or spread. The noise most English people make when they are hesitating, right, has natural lip position. 11. Explain about short vowel, long vowel, diphthong, and triphthong. 1. Short vowel. It's only relatively short. As we shall see later, vowel can have quite different length in different contexts. The symbol of short vowel are I, I, O, O, U. 2. Long vowels is the vowels which tend to be longer than the short vowels in similar contexts, because, as well shall see later, the length of all English vowel sound varies very much according to their context, such as the type of sound that follows them, and the presence or absence of stress. The symbol of long vowel is I, E, O, U, U, O. 3. Diphthong is sound which consists of movement or glide from one vowel to another and are similar to the long vowel described above. The symbol of diphthong is 1. Containing diphthong I, U, E. 2. Closing diphthong A, I, O, E, and OW. 4. Triphthong is the most complex English sounds of the vowel type on a glide one vowel to another and then to a third, all produced rapidly and without interruption. The symbol of triphthong is A plus E is A. I plus E is I. O plus E is O. O plus E is O. Ow plus E is OW. Okay, that's all about my answer. Thank you very much for your kind attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.